Vibes Wellness community. It's me, Becca, and today we are doing a 30-minute body art workout, and the crowd goes wild. I'm so excited to bring you a quick 30 minutes of some of my favorite moves from this amazing modality, so join me with your yoga mat on the ground. We will begin in a comfortable position with the knees about shoulder width distance apart, maybe a little wider depending on what feels good in your body. And I just want you to relax your forehead to the ground, press your palms gently down, and just feel your spine melting long from the base of your head to your tailbone. We're gonna just allow for a few of our breaths to settle in here. So take this opportunity to find a deeper connection to your breathing. Try to slow your mind a little bit and just feel your muscles and your bones melting. We'll stay here for 2 rounds of breath. I want you to start to spread your fingerprints a little bit wider, maybe grip them onto the ground. And then slowly tucking your chin towards your chest, let's start our articulation forward up to our hands and our knees. And then just right away, press your hips back to your heels and allow everything to settle back in. We're gonna make our way through this 4 more rounds of breathing. Inhaling as you come forward and exhaling as you come back. I want you to really start to focus on letting your breath be part of your movements for this practice. So it's gonna be a really helpful tool to guide you deeper into the stretch, but it also starts to help you with your flow and your balance. Okay, my friends, one more time, back and forth, nice and easy. Just waking up the joints a little bit here. I want you to come on up to your hands and your knees. Once you do arrive there, make any subtle adjustments that you need to so everything is quite stacked. And let's lift the tailbone and the chest as we inhale. And then round out your spine. Really press into your palms and exhale. Find that C shape. Let's do that a couple more times. So now we're primarily going to be focusing on mobility through our back. Starting to find space between the shoulder blades and of course the middle back as you really push the ground away. Create that kitty cat stretch. Speaking of kitty cats, my boy Milo just came in here. Come here, Milo, be on camera. One more time, you guys. Send your hips back to your heels again. Extend your arms all the way forward. And then as we roll forward this next time, I'm gonna have you separate your feet and allow your thigh bones to drop heavy. Pull your belly button up from the ground and push the ground away from you with your arms. Now we're gonna settle into this. I want your hips to get a bit heavier. Shoulders are gonna rise up towards your earlobes. And once you find this nice little loosey hanging position, look at your thumbs. You're gonna drop your head nice and heavy. So we should be feeling a pretty nice stretch here in our cervical and lower back. And now push into the mat, you guys. Lift from your center belly button and then shift back to your heels where we started. We're gonna do that a couple times. Let's roll forward with an inhale. The feet will separate, hips and head will drop as we exhale. Keep your belly button pulled in tight as we push the ground away, contract your abdominals, and then again, press back to heels. Let's ripple through the spine forward, inhale. Find a nice subtle stretch to the tops of your thighs as you settle into that hammock shape. We will take this 2 more times, really starting to feel an awakening in the joints. Again, we're flowing with our breathing, so really concentrate on where and how you're breathing with these movements. Last one, everybody. Take a peek down at your thumbs. Press the ground away and sit to your heels. Right away, guys, we're gonna make our way to hands and knees. Tuck your toes under this time and then send your tailbone up. Now this may be the first time you're giving those hamstrings a stretch, so keep the knees a little bit bent and then start to play around with shifting your weight from side to side. So this can be a really nice stretch for your IT band, that outer thigh muscle. This can also just kind of deepen the movement through your ankle joints. I want you to start to walk your toes towards the backs of your wrists, and when you get there, just let your body fold. Knees are bent quite a lot. You can flip your palms up and wiggle your fingers if your wrists are sensitive. And then just take your time rolling up to standing bone by bone. Your head can be the last to arrive. We're just gonna take a couple shoulder rolls up, around, and back. And then from here, guys, feet are about shoulder distance. We'll reach the arms up, and then just bend your legs and touch your fingers low. So I want you to think about these 2 points, high and low, up and down. Basic polarities. So the great thing about BodyART is it allows us to challenge things that maybe are a little bit more passive and things that are a little more dynamic. We'll be focusing a little bit more on our passive movements today, so a little bit more chill vibes. I want you to take this once more up and down, and then just stay at the top, bring your thumbs through your center, bend your knees, and now push your hands out wide. We'll do this a few times. Inhale up, and then exhale, push the walls away from you. So we're really flexing the wrists a lot, finding a nice little point of tension across the arms. So this exercise is a really simple way to build strength in your wrist joints. We'll do this one more time facing the front, and then we're gonna find a small rotation to the right. So bring your left arm forward, right arm back. We'll just move from side to side. Okay, as you're doing this, I want you to really plug your feet down into the ground a lot and do your best to keep your knees over your toes. We will inhale through the middle and exhale to twist. Find that flow. You'll find, you guys, that the more you have intentional breathing when you're moving, the more your heart rate will come up. That's a good thing. Challenge that cardiovascular endurance without having to do anything super dynamic. Let's come up to the center, swing your arms back, soften your knees, and release the shoulder joints. So this is this real subtle movement. We'll let our exhale lift us up. Inhale gets us back to that reach for the sky. So I want you to feel a release here in your shoulder joints, your upper, your middle back. I always imagine that I'm standing on a trampoline, so my knees are a little double bending to give me that leverage to kind of float down and up. We'll do this a couple more times because it feels good. Have a little fun with it. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Release your arms down, soften your knees, interlace your fingers, and then pull them out up to your front chest. Flip your thumbs, push forward, and then round your back as you bend your legs. I want you to try to look right between your toesies. Reach your arms up, 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 and we will rinse and repeat. So let's bend the knees, release the arms. Inhale up to the chest. Flip the palms forward, round the spine, and push. And then again, reach for the sky. Well, here comes Simba, my other little kitty cat. They're a little camera shy, I promise they're here. They're just checking out all of my lighting equipment. Let's do this 2 more times, everybody. Big inhale up to the chest. Exhale, tuck the tailbone and round the spine. Inhale, reach, get a little taller, and do that 1 more time. So we're finding a little bit more of that range of motion in our shoulder joints. Now from here, guys, bring your hands to your thighs and bend your legs. And I want you to bend your elbows as well, but keep them tight to your ribs. Maintain this stature, if you will, and then do a push-up into your legs until your spine is quite long and your elbows are straight. Take a breath here. Now flipping your hands in, your elbows will go out and we'll bend the knees and round forward. Let's flip the elbows in tight. Inhale, do a push-up into your legs. And then exhale, fold to release. We feel a really nice stretch between those shoulder blades as well as the low back. 2 more times like this. Just find a little rhythm here in your breathing. I lied, let's do 1 more because it feels good. So 1 more for good measure. And now from this point, let your fingers dangle. Open up your feet a little wider than your mat. And then start to shift your body from side to side. So you can bend one knee at a time. Hey, Simba, want to say hi? Want to say hi to everybody? Come here. All right, moving from side to side, we're feeling an awakening in those inner thighs and hips. And I want to settle into the center, everybody. Touch the fronts of your shins and stretch both of your legs nice and long. From there, I want you to bring your head forward, close the front of your ribs, and find a nice, strong, flat back. Take a breath. Bend your legs a lot, dive down, and let everything be really heavy. We'll do that a couple times. Stretch the legs, bring your chest forward, inhale. Bend your legs a lot, and exhale, let it go. 3 rounds like this. Start to feel an awakening, not just in your hamstrings, but in your back muscles and your front core. So I want you to pull the rib cage tight as you breathe in and rise. Let it all go as you exhale. Last one, everybody. We're gonna stay in our folded position. You can keep the knees soft. You can revisit that shift from side to side. I want you to nod out your head. Let your neck be really free. And then plug your palms out at the top of your mat and step your feet back. Let's stay super high on our toes. Activate your glute muscles and just start to, whoa, my feet just cracked so much. So this is always an all-telling purpose. Like we wanna wake up our ankles and our wrists primarily. It's just quite shocking sometimes if this is the first time you're doing this for the day. Okie doke, so belly button is zipped up and in, leg muscles are strong. We're not only mobilizing our wrist and our ankle and toe joints, but we're starting to awaken our upper body and core muscles. Bring your chest forward, everybody. Set your knees down and just behind your hips. Roll your shoulders back and pull your heart forward. Bend your elbows. Push up. Sit back to your heels. Keep your toes tucked under and stretch. Let's come to the top. Bring your heart between your thumbs. Breathe in. Lower the chest. Breathe out. Push up. Breathe in. And sit back onto your heels. So we're going to find a rhythm here, not just with our movements, but with how our breath pattern connects them. We are making our way through this 2 more times, an awakening for our upper body strength. Take this small if that suits you. Doesn't have to be a full-blown push-up just yet. Let's go ahead and make our way back to the top edge of the mat. When you arrive there, shimmy the knees back just a little bit more and then start to descend all the way down. Once you get there, stretch your toes nice and long and find the corner edges of your mat. We're going to stagger our left hand forward and our right hand back, and as we press up, take a look over your back shoulder, and then slowly lower your body with control, switching your hands. Let's breathe in and look to the left. Breathe out and lower down. Switch your hands and pick up your right foot. Right leg is going to cross over. Come on back to the center. So this is a beautiful way to awaken the front spiral line of your body. So we want to feel a stretch from that front pectoral or shoulder muscles all the way through the center of the torso, down and over the hip and through the big toe of that lifted foot. We feel so good. We're going to do that once more on each side. Really root down into that front palm print, guys. Keep your legs strong and long. Keep your belly button zipped up and in. As we come back to the center, tuck your thumbs beneath you, tuck your toes beneath you, and then shimmy your knees forward, hips up, push up. Sit back and relax. Take one spacious breath across the back of your ribs. And then sink on down as you exhale. Roll back up to hands and knees, breathing in. Tuck your toes when you get there and breathe out, lift your hips. Let's flow through that again. We're gonna drop the knees under the hips, inhale. Sit back onto your heels, arriving position or child's pose, exhale. We'll flow through this a few times, everybody. Find a little rhythm in your breathing here. Start to feel a gentle awakening of all those posterior muscles in the back of your legs, your spine, your shoulder blades. We're gonna make our way through this, you guys, 2 more times. So really just let your body flow with your breath. This is a nice exercise pattern you can also try doing with your eyeballs closed. So take away your sense of sight and just let your body flow. Everybody, the next time you're gonna lift your hips in the air, I want you to keep them in the air. Walk your big toes together so they touch. And then just shift your weight to your left hand and your left foot. Your right heel will lift. You'll reach back to grab the right ankle. And then with control, step your foot forward. Press your hands into your right thigh and lift your chest up. Float your arms to your ears. And now simply bring your arms down, bend your back knee, find balance and strength. We're gonna straighten out just the back leg, arms reach up, inhale. Bend the back knee, fingertips touch down, exhale. Now you guys, I want you to push that left hip bone forward as you bend your knee, feeling an active stretch through the top of that thigh. Let's do that one more time. A little challenging. Straighten your leg, reach your arms up. Bring your hands down and then shimmy your back foot pretty far away from you so you got a nice low lunge happening. Right leg opens out to the right and we take a nice stretch for our inner right thigh and top of left hip. Plug down into your palms a lot, you guys, and then lift your tummy muscles up. So feel this active stretch, pulling and releasing at the same time. We'll push down into our palm prints a lot, lift the hip bones up, come back into that V position and walk the big toes to touch. Shift into your right side. Pick up the left ankle, grab a hold of it, and gently step the left foot forward. Try not to make a lot of sound. We'll plug down into that left thigh and lift our chest. Once you find a rooted position, float your arms up and really drive through that right heel. Okay, fingertips come down, the back knee bends. The back knee straightens and the arms come up. Balance, strength, and we're opening up that right side. So feel that beautiful stretch you're creating through your hip, through your ribs, to your shoulder, to your pinky finger. Let's do that one more time. And now diving forward, we'll frame the front foot, really shimmy the back leg away from you so you're opening up some space there. We'll open up the left leg, turn the knee and the toes out, find a beautiful stretch here on that inner thigh, top of the back hip, and push down into the ground so your shoulder blades aren't sagging together. Okay guys, we're gonna take one more deep breath, and then lifting like you've got a string tied around your waist, step back, and then walk your feet forward and fold. You can once again melt your ribs to your thighs. Arms can be quite heavy here. You can even grab a hold of your elbows and pull them down for more of an open stretch through your upper back. Maybe the torso sways a little bit here. Guys, we're gonna go ahead and roll our way up to standing and take a step to the top edge of our mat if you're not already there. Bring your big toes together so they're touching and bring your arms up towards the sky. Right away, we bring our palms to connect, thumbs will touch our heart, hips will sit back into an imaginary chair. Super simple, guys. Straighten your legs, reach your arms up, explode your hands. Bend your knees, bring your palms to press in front of your chest. Give me two more like this. Arms up, we inhale. Palms come to center, exhale, sit into your chair. Guys, one more time like this. I want you to really focus on your footprints in this shape. Stay on the next one. Place your hands down on your right thigh and pick up your left heel. The left leg will step all the way back and we're going to pause. We revisit that little stretch. I want you to take your left arm up, up, up. Keep pushing your left hip forward. You can drive down into right palm. Now guys, listen carefully. We're gonna spin the left heel down, bring the left arm back, take our right arm forward, pause for a moment. Now look to your left, straighten your right knee, and then rebend the right knee, bring your head to neutral, left arm comes to your ear. From here, we come back to that strong sort of T-shape, arms look forward, and then cartwheel down, bring hands to the front thigh, pick up your back heel, and step it to the front. Arms come up. Bring your palms to press, center through the middle, shift your weight to your left foot, hands on left thigh, right heel lifts. Step your right foot back. Staying in this high lunge, I want you to swoop your right arm up and feel the stretch you're creating through your hip, your ribs, your shoulder. That right arm is gonna circle back, the heel will pin down. I want you to open up the left arm, and then as we straighten out the left knee, look to the right. Rebend the left leg, bring your forearm to your thigh, right arm comes to the ear, we find a side angle stretch. Feels good. Open the arms strong like a T-shape, gaze to your left, and then let's cartwheel down to frame the front foot, or bring the hands to the thigh rather. Right heel will lift, right foot steps forward, and we rinse and repeat, arms up. Palms pass through center to the right thigh, left heel lifts. Left foot steps back, left arm swoops up, find a stretch. Let's spin the shoulder open, drop the heel down, open up the right arm. Straighten the right leg, look to the left. Rebend the right leg, left arm comes to the ear. Let's straighten out the front leg, look to the right, and then cartwheel down, put your hands on that front thigh, spin your back heel up and step forward. Breathe in and rise. Hands float through center to the left thigh, right heel lifts. Big step back, right leg, right arm comes up, find that swooping stretch. Continue that circle down and back, spin the back heel down, open up left arm. Left leg straightens, look to the right. Left leg bends, place your palm, or forearm rather, gently on it and open up that side ribs. Come back to strong arms, look to your left, and then bring both hands to your left leg, right heel lifts, step to the front, we rinse and repeat again, you guys, rise up. The beautiful thing about this is we're gonna find a nice rhythm and flow. So not only do we work our mobility and our flexibility, we have this opportunity to really sync our movements with our really strong and intentional breath. It's a great way to open up all of the joints in the body and just to allow the blood to really flow. Starts to feel really, really nice, especially when we do things over and over. It's an opportunity for you to kind of get out of your head a little bit and allow the body and the movements to really take over. So just kind of find that freedom of fluidity here. Working through the breath. Rise up, in. Hands to right thigh, left heel up, exhale. Step back, inhale, float the arm up. Spin the heel down, exhale. Straighten your leg, look back, inhale. Side angle, exhale, open up the ribs. Inhale, back to center, strong gaze. Cartwheel to the front leg, pick up the back heel, step to the front, rise up, breathe in. One more time, everybody. Hands to left thigh, right heel up. Big step back, right arm swoops. Continue that big swooping circle, arms are strong. Straighten out back, a front leg, look to the back. Rebend the left leg, right arm to ear. Come back to strong arm center, front leg straightens. Cartwheel to the front leg, back heel lift, step forward, rise up, reach up, hands to the ground. Bend your legs a lot and step back with your big toes staying together. I want you to push into your palms, bend your knees, drive your chest towards your thighs and come into a nice little turbo dog shape or a little froggy position. We're going to utilize this to work a little upper body strength. You'll shift forward, your right knee will come with you. Tap the back of your elbow or higher. Step back, bend both knees. Inhale. Left knee floats forward, tap the back of the elbow or higher. Exhale. Inhale, step back and bend. Let's do that again. We're gonna still focus on that fluidity with breath and movement. And at the same time, we focus on our upper body and our core strength. Finding a little more range of motion, maybe a little more pull through that moving leg. Everybody, one more time. Breathing out, come forward, maybe look forward. Breathing in, you can tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Last time left. As you come back to the center, I want you to lift your legs or lift your hips, straighten your knees, then pick up your heels and ripple forward. Find your way into a high push-up position. You can shimmy those toes back a little bit, drop your knees, and lower all the way down. Woo! Stretch your legs, point your toes, and then reach your hands behind you. Palms will face down. Keeping the tops of your feet glued to the ground, reach the arms up and back, bring your heart forward, and then swoop your arms forward and slide your thumbs under your armpits to lower the chest. Let's reverse that. Shoulder blades kiss. Chest comes up, arms reach forward. Arms circle back, fingertips touch, and we lower. Again, inhale up. Exhale to the front. Inhale, hands down. Exhale, release. Let's do that one more time. Activate your glutes, your inner upper thighs. Really feel a neutral position in your chin. We're gonna release down. Bring your thumbs back underneath your armpits and shake out your hips. Tuck your toes, scoot your knees forward, hips pop up. We push up, sit back, relax. Okay guys, in this shape, you're gonna allow for about 2 to 3 breaths. Big spacious breaths across the lower and middle back. You can press your palm prints down a lot. Final breath here. We're gonna carefully come back up to our tabletop position or all fours. Anchor your toes under, lift your hips all the way up, down dog or V pose. And now just simply walk your feet and your hands towards each other and again, roll up to standing. Taking a few shoulder rolls back, everybody, you're gonna open up your feet a bit wider than your mat or laterally on your mat. Reaching your arms up, toes are slightly turned out. Backs of palms will gently kiss the inner knees and we move up and down for 4. Just start to feel a little awakening of your inner thighs. Heels are heavy, inner arches are light. Let's do that one more time. Now listen carefully, we're gonna reach all the way up and now I want you to dive even further down. Push the knees back, bring your pinky fingers to kiss, then close the gap between your forearms and your elbows and reach all the way up. We do that again, big swooping dive down, exhale. Pinkies connect, forearms and elbows connect, inhale up. 3 more. Imagine you're picking up water between your hands. You want it to trickle up your whole body to cool you down. Last one like this, you guys. From here, bring your hands to the small of your back, palms face up, spin your heels to parallel, come to a flat back. When you get there, I want you to shoot your hands behind you, Keep the palms either facing up or interlace the fingers and push your knuckles away from the top of your head. Try to close the front of your ribs. Take one more solid breath. And then we're gonna soften our knees, let the body fold. Your hands can stay on the small of your back or your knuckles can fall towards your toes. Take 2 breaths wherever you are. If your hands are still behind you in some capacity, very gently release them down and everybody straighten both of your legs. If there was a light on the top of your head, shine it back between your heel bones. Try to let your shoulders fall towards the floor. Good, guys. We're gonna walk our feet in, roll our way up to stand. Take a step to the top of the mat. If we're not already there, reach the arms up and then again dive down. This time interlace your fingers. Roll up, bringing hands to your heart. Like we did at the start, flip the thumbs down, round out your spine, soft knees, reach up. One more time, everybody. Let's dive forward and down, bend your legs a lot. Inhale, roll up. Create more space between palms and belly button. Reach for the sky and then bring your hands once again all the way to the ground. Step both of your feet back. Lower your knees. Bring them towards your wrists. And then swing your legs around so that you're basically up at the top edge of your mat. Okay, your feet can be wide. We're gonna wrap our hands behind us, maybe fingers splay outwards, thumbs kind of face our booty cheeks. Flex your toes, and then let your knees windshield wiper from side to side. So I want you to feel the stretch that you're creating through your chest muscles, top of thigh and hip, and of course, our spine gets a nice little stretch here as well. Feels so nice. Come on back to the center. Shoot both of your legs out in front of you. Flex your toes and then bend your right knee. Just keep your right foot hugged inside of your left leg somewhere. Take your left hand around the outer right knee and the right hand around the outer left temple and then sit up. From there, leading with your right elbow and chest, I want you to spin really gently to the right and hold. Slide your shoulder blades down your back and then pull your belly button towards your spine so your abdominals stay tightly contracted. 2 more breaths. Ease into the rotation. As we spin back to the center, lower the right knee, bring the right arm across the leg, left arm back, and we open up the shoulder blades in a little spiral line as right ear aims to kiss the left knee. Breathe into your right upper back and rib cage. And then carefully come back to the center. Hands can come behind you, both legs out in front of you. Shake them out a little bit. Maybe point and flex your feet a little bit. And then flex your toesies, bend your left leg, and set it up the same as the other side. So we're gonna wrap our 2 points, find a tall stature, and then leading with the left chest, elbow, and ribs essentially, we hold this twist to our left. Again, finding spacious breath in those upper rib cage muscles. Try to slide your shoulder blades down your back for 1 more breath, everybody. As we carefully unravel back to the center, drop your left knee down, bring your left arm across the right leg, and then you can kind of ease down to whatever degree feels nice for you. We want to feel a really nice lateral stretch, and we might even feel a really good stretch to that outer left hip. Take a spacious breath into the upper left rib cage and armpit area. Try to spin the shoulders away from one another. Take another breath here, guys. We're gonna very gently meander back up to center. You can bring both hands behind you. Let's bend both knees again. And this time, kiss your shoulder blades together. Keep your hips down or lift them up. You want to keep your belly button drawn tightly towards your spine. If your hips are elevated, guys, lower them down. Everybody take a scooch towards the top of the mat. Reach your arms forward, palms up, breathe in. Let's start to articulate down through the spine, 1 bone at a time. When you do finally arrive on your back, guys, extend your arms and your legs away from center. You can arch your spine, you can wiggle your legs in and out, you can roll your ankles and your wrists. And eventually, we're gonna simply bring our arms down to our sides, open up your footprints a bit wider, maybe utilize the edge of your mat as a point of reference. And I just want you to stay nice and calm and still for 5 deep breaths. And close down your eyes. Feel the back of your ribs sinking downwards. Palms can be turned up to receive good energy and to create space across your front. Relax the muscles in your jaw and your face. Take another couple of breaths. Feel your heart rate starting to slow. Everybody, when you're ready, start to bring some movement back into your fingers, your wrists, your toes, and ankles. You can bend your elbows, you can move your legs. Eventually, we will bend our knees and bring them into the chest for a nice squeeze. So feel a little bit of that flattening of the lower back. It might feel nice, you guys, to just move a little bit here from side to side. This is Milo, everybody. He's not camera shy anymore. He's my baby boy. Right, Milo, you good boy? Yes, you're so good. All right, everybody, place your hands on tops of your knees. Push the knees away from you and begin to roll your way up to sitting. Of course, if you have a fur baby in the way, be cautious of them, of course. Guys, we're gonna come to a comfortable seated position, reaching the right arm up. Crawl your left arm out and allow your body to lean gently. Keep your right knee and your sits bone quite grounded here. And then just switch to the other side. Really find that last bit of an opening stretch through the side line of your entire rib cage, hip, and shoulder. We'll come back to the center one last time. Float both arms up, bring your palms to press. We'll connect our thumbs to our center heart, bowing chin to chest in gratitude. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, let your palms float gently down to your lap. Let your head bow heaviest to your chest. And just take one final breath here for you. So nice. Everybody lift your head up high and proud and open your eyes if they're closed. We're gonna bring our hands together one more time and give ourselves a round of applause. You guys, amazing work. It's so lovely to be back with you. I hope that you're really enjoying everything that JD is doing for us all, and to bring this community back together in this new group makes my heart very happy. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the next workout. Bye.